Right now, polish 10 toes down. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back for my second video. I'm here to give y'all face. Today we're gonna do a look that I was really inspired by, and it's actually by Cardi B. Y'all don't know, Cardi B's MUA is Erika LaPearl on Instagram. Been following Erika for a while, and I'm in love with all of her work. I remember when I was like up and coming as an artist, did a recreation of one of her looks that she did on Cardi B, and she actually liked it. Today is going to be a recreation of Cardi B's look that she had wore when she was in Paris Fashion Week. Like this bold, vampy lip. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but anytime Cardi gets her makeup done, her face always looks snatched. I mean, Cardi's already beautiful, but the way that Erika just placement of foundation, the way she does eyes, is just dope. While also just talking about being a celebrity MUA. For those who don't know, I've been doing makeup for about 11 years and in the industry for about 4. I feel like y'all can benefit from some of my experiences. If you guys ever aspire to be a celebrity MUA, these are things that I've learned, and I also talk about the things that I could have done differently. Want to know more about that while also watching me doing this bomb look that I'm finna do? Stay tuned. I had did my brows in my base off camera. Now I'm just going in with this Jefferee palette. This is not the actual palette. This is actually 2 different palettes mixed into one magnetic palette. I'm going in with these purple shadows that's here on the bottom, and basically what I did was use this lighter shade as a transition, and then I'm just gonna go deeper because the way that Cardi B's look is, it's more of like a purple smoky eye with like this purple shimmer. So the first thing that I want to touch base on is working for free when starting out as a celebrity MUA. So it just depends on what you're wanting to get out of the experience. It also depends on your experience. Like if you are already an established MUA, you have well-established rates, you have a great clientele, and you are always busy, you can do whatever you want. Now, if you're starting out, you want the experience, by all means, I would say yes. Work for free, but know when to put a cap on it. And what I mean by that, make sure the artist that you work with understands that you're gonna work with them for this amount of time, and then eventually they're gonna have to pay you. Now granted, we are not a necessity. We are a luxury, okay? Most of the time, it's best to just work with the budget and just work with the artist that you work with. And that's what I ended up doing. Now I worked for free for a while, but I also communicated that like, hey, I'll work for you for this amount of time. Eventually on this date, I wanna be paid. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. If you are just gaining the experience and you have never worked with an artist before, but an artist has approached you, I would be like, I'll work with you. I'll work with you for 3 months. You don't have to do the 3 months, you can do a month. It would be up to the artist to want to continue to work with you. But if y'all have that relationship and you see that that artist is not going to nobody else but you probably have a better chance of being that makeup artist for that artist. 9 times out of 10, a lot of these artists is paying out of pocket. Unless you're getting paid by the label, they're gonna approach you with a budget. So it's up to you to want to work with that or not. Now, depending on what they're getting booked for, that's when you're gonna be booked, which may or may not be that often. Do you want to work with other people, or do you want to be loyal to this one artist? Because if you're depending on one artist bringing your revenue, you taking a high chance at not having no clientele coming in. While there's downtime for you when you're not working, work with other people or work with other artists. Keep being consistent. Just find other things to do other than working with this one artist is what I would basically say. Next topic that I want to talk about is drama in real life situations. It gets real. If you are not used to the public eye, child, you better get used to it today. Between Twitter and Instagram, and you probably gonna have some kinks you need to tighten up. That's okay. We all not perfect, but you have to be okay with other people criticizing your work. Either that or don't care.
I put this photo up, and I drop them because I don't care.
Because at the end of the day, the only person who has to accept your work is that artist. The scandals. There was plenty of time that the artist would end up on like the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, or smaller blogs and stuff like that. That shit used to go. And immediately the first thing that people would do, they would come to me about the issues, right? As a celebrity MUA, do your job. That's it. Your title is MUA. Of course, people gonna come to you and they gonna wanna know the tea on shit. Cut that shit. You are about your work. Depending whether or not you sign an NDA, your loyalty is to your business. You can't be coming out here telling the business and all that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, that's gonna reflect how people see your business. Do not entertain it. 9 times out of 10, the drama's gonna bring traction to your business. That's when you go all out and you just show off. Yes, I do makeup for this person, but guess what? I'm just an MUA. The industry is very well connected. If you say the wrong thing, it can very much so ruin the chances of you working with anybody else. I have endured a lot of things working with artists. I know how I am as a person, and I never wanted to ruin the relationships that I have with people, so I was always very careful. Next topic, you're gonna have to be okay with dropping everything and going. Everything isn't always scheduled. Sometimes it's one of those instances where you have to just go. Typically, the artists that you work with will give you a schedule, but if this is the life that you want and you want to be fully committed to it, you have to be okay with that. I was working with one of the artists, ended up working with for like 3 years. She was going to Atlanta. The time that she wanted me to go was also the same time as my sister-in-law's wedding, and I was one of her bridesmaids. Bought the dress, got it fitted, could not go. I wanted this bad. I wanted to pursue my dream as a celebrity MUA. I'm gonna take this Danessa Myricks and Color Fix mattes and blackout, and I'm gonna use it as a liner. There's gonna be long days, long nights. If you're working with an artist, you're gonna be in the studio. I committed most of my time with my artists because I was invested. I value all the artists that I work with. And even if it wasn't me just doing makeup, I did help with creative direction. Sometimes I end up having to be like an assistant. I went above and beyond in my career. And I was just so invested with the artists that I was working with. Being a celebrity MUA is very competitive. We can be easily replaced. And you have to be ready for that. Other MUAs are gonna try to shoot their shot at the artist that you're working with. They see that you doing it and they probably think, hey, I can do it too, whatever the case is. But guess what? When I was working with the artist, my artist pretty much be like, nah, I got MUA already. I mean, you obviously in the position that you in because that artist like your work, you know? Competition is what this industry comes with. There's gonna be a time where you possibly can't make it, but the artist needs somebody that's right away. You might get swapped out just for that time period because you're not available. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy here with this because I'm gonna smoke out this liner anyway. Next topic. So the benefits of working with a celebrity: travel, room and board paid for. You get to meet other artists from other labels, and if they like you, they might call you and they want to work with you. Now I'm just taking a clean makeup wipe and I am going to define my eyeshadow just so I can get that snatched look. I got my work posted on the artist that I was working with, first gold plaque, and my work was posted on the AMAs, Pandora, pretty much everywhere I would have never thought it would have been. It was on Amazon, and it wasn't just with that one artist that I worked with, it was with another artist as well. You know, you get more referrals. I would say one of my greatest accomplishments was getting referred to Future, Gunna, and Flo Milli's manager. That was so dope. What I love the most is just my work being published all around. I can Google my work. Y'all see me use this before, the MAC Studio Radiance. It hydrates my skin while also priming, blurring out pores and things like that. And the foundation that I'm gonna go in with today is the Dior foundation in shade 4.5N. Working with celebrities definitely increase your clientele. I know for a fact, Houston, I mean, we get a lot of celebrities here, but we are very oversaturated with MUAs. It's not what it used to be. So I was probably like one of the very few MUAs starting out who was working with celebrities. It was really easy for me then. Now that we have so many artists that aspire to do the same thing, unless you have those connections, it's more difficult now. Definitely say, like, when you do get that opportunity, just make sure you're doing everything that you can to build that relationship with that artist or build that relationship with that celebrity so they remember you and they know next time I come to your city, I know who to call. This position also built my confidence. Since the time that I've been working, I haven't been afraid to be told no. I haven't been afraid to put myself out there. I'm very particular about the people that I work with, and I make sure that the people that I work with have my best interest as I do have their best interest. Right now, I'm just using the concealer in MW2 and YSL. And y'all know this part of my makeup routine. I just basically put a dark foundation for my bronzer, and then I just sprayed Fix Plus Magic Radiance, which is really hydrating, has vitamin C in it, and I use that to hydrate my makeup before I blend it out. But overall, the people in my city, I've probably worked with almost every artist in Houston besides Ken the Man. If not, they've heard of me. And that's not to brag, that just goes to show the benefit of just being consistent and going all in on it and just betting on yourself. Like, I always hear people who are starting out as MUAs and they're like, nobody's supporting me, and just keep going. I promise you, If you keep going, somebody's gonna see you and they're gonna wanna work with you. People gonna come out the woodwork and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know her. Hey, let them support you. You know what I'm saying? They know who you work with and things like that. Like, just remain humble and work with them. And people that gonna be acting, let them act. That's okay. They know. I'ma just let my work speak for itself. Cause I know I've been working my behind off. And just because the opportunities aren't what they used to be, don't mean, you know, stop. It just means I gotta take a different route. It's meant for me to have different experiences because I gotta know how to thrive. Everybody's gonna be a celebrity MUA until it's time to be a celebrity MUA. People think they know, they don't know. Like, this stuff right here ain't for the weak. People will do things to try to deter you from your goals, to make you feel like that you not worth it. Take the Laura Mercier and Translucent Honey, and I'm gonna use that to set underneath my eye, but not before I blend out and make sure my concealer is smooth. And if y'all have any questions pertaining to this topic that y'all want to know about, let me know and I'll be more than happy to answer them for y'all. There's probably plenty of things that I haven't really touched on because I'm still working out talking and doing makeup at the same time. People make it seem so easy, but it is not. Unless you already know what you finna say, I'm telling y'all, kudos to y'all who already doing it for real, because I am struggling. Because it's like I want to stay on topic, but I also want to make sure that I'm pointing out all the points that I need to point out in regards to the topic. Right now in Houston, it's not what it used to be. Like, peak COVID, my books used to go dumb. Now it's kind of slowed down because the economy has changed, obviously, and so people's needs has changed. And I feel like unless you niche down, it's very difficult to stay busy in the industry. A lot of the artists that I've worked with have definitely gone on and become successful. And I would love to continue to work with up and coming artists in Houston. But y'all, I don't know what it is. It's like some of y'all be afraid to come ask me and work. I would say like this: if you have something going, you got a team. If I see the potential in you, I will work with you. I know what it look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the game long enough to know what it look like. Do not be afraid to hit me up. You just gotta have that drive. Show me something. Get me inspired, because at the end of the day, I know what I can do. I know what I can bring to the table. I'm not just coming to be an MUA. I'm coming for creative direction. I'm coming to help you get in rooms and stuff like that. So a lot of people come into this industry with one avenue. You gotta have multiple avenues. You pursued your dream of being celebrity MUA. What's the next thing that's gonna happen for you? I grew to like creative direction, graphic design. I use my opportunities to create other opportunities for myself. I've had those experiences to where I feel comfortable giving my ideas on or giving my input on those topics. My husband, he currently manages an artist right now, and I help a lot with the cover art for his albums. Be really passionate about that stuff, because at the end of the day, I don't wanna waste my passion. I don't wanna waste my talent on somebody who's not even really serious about it. Right now, all I'm doing is contouring my nose. The blush that I used wasn't really a blush. It was actually a pink eyeshadow that I had used from the Nikita palette that's from Morphe. Like I told y'all before, there is no rules to this. Sometimes I'll use a blush, sometimes I'll use a pink eyeshadow. It works the same to me. Brushes that I'm using right now are some rinky-dink brushes that are from the drugstore that I've used, and it works just as good as regular brushes. You don't really have to spend a whole bag on products like that to achieve this type of look. The next thing that I really want to get into is this lip, this deep dark lip. A liner that I would typically use that would be really good with this lip would be either Night Moth or I think it's called Vino. They're both from MAC. But since I don't have those right now, I'm going to use this eyeliner that is from Sephora. I don't care. And this one, oh, it's called Love Affair. This is actually a shimmer, but we're gonna see how it works as a lip liner today. And I don't have the exact shade of lip that she has. And I'm gonna create the lip using Blackout from Danessa Myricks, and then also this Lock It Kiss ink MAC lipstick in Ruby True. And then I'm also gonna put a little bit of Ibiza from Acid Rain, which is from the P. Louise and Mama Mitchell collaboration. That's gonna create this shade right here that I'm gonna put on my lip. She has like a gloss, or hers is more of like a satin finish. So I'm gonna add a little bit of a clear lip gloss on top. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna get into is doing the lashes, and I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I will be back with the finished look. This is the final look. I'm really digging this look, y'all. It's real edgy, real cute. I really hope you guys enjoyed the segment that I had today. I hope you guys were able to get something from the tips that I had gave today in regards to being a celebrity MUA. And I hope it inspires you to implement some of the tips into your career. I really hope I made Erika LaPearl proud. I didn't have everything, but look, like, this is my version of your work, okay? If you guys have any questions about anything pertaining to being in the beauty industry or working in the entertainment industry, you guys are more than welcome to DM me at Color You Capri on Instagram. Or if you guys want to see more of my content, I'll also be posting it on TikTok. Y'all can see me on there as well. If you guys have any ideas or any other recreations that I can do, let me know. I will be more than happy to do them. I can even do tutorials. We can do one-on-one. Whatever y'all want to do, just hit me up. But until next time, see y'all.
It was the need for him, the way that it squeezed for him. Hey, he done fucked a whole lot of bitches, but it was the mean for him. Hey, y'all wanna take me out so bad. I make all of y'all hoes so mad. Hoes wanna about them big ass teeth. Hear me out smell, still going outside. Hoes got jokes, but don't never wanna stand up. Hoes got balls, but you know I got handles. Damn, I must be Olivia Pope, cause y'all keep putting me in all of these scandals. He wanna hear one more time, I ain't pretty. Don't need no closure, my diamonds got clarity. Telling his new bitch that he don't